pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Jacksonville Jaguars. With my good friend Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we have arrived at another new season. I had a little more pep in my step this morning. I know you did as well. Here we go.
Yeah, when you went out for your 5-mile jog, you were flying. You did it in record time because you were psyched up about this game. But let's be frank about it. No more radio shows, no more podcasts, no more just predicting what's going to happen. Now we get to see it on the field.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10.
Let's go.
So here's the first drive now for the Jags. They'll be led out by the former Mississippi State product, the mobile quarterback, Dak Prescott. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Prescott into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34. And they have the football that will set up shop at the 33-yard line. I'm not sure exactly what they had planned for play number 1 from scrimmage, but I can guarantee it wasn't that interception.
No doubt about that one, because in their daydream, this was going to be a dream play to get things started. Instead, it turned into a nightmare for them.
The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. Throwing on first down. Merritt firing quickly here, and that's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Our game not even 2 minutes old, but a quick red zone opportunity. 1st and 10 at the 19. Operating from the gun. Merritt. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan.
Well, that was point counterpoint, wasn't it? They decided to throw for it on 1st and goal. Instead, the defense counters with pressure, and the defense wins, getting a big sack.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. 2nd and long. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 16-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And the QB rating right now, sky high. 4 for 4 on that opening drive, and it ends with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, I don't know quite how to figure it out. I think I need my friends from MIT to come in and help me. But I think 158.3 is the number one.
Yep, that's the
right. That's
mark.
the highest you can get. That's where he is. He'd like to continue on that pace.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And it's 7-0 Buffalo. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it culminates in a Bills touchdown. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. Not the start that they were hoping for. The interception on the first play of the game. It leads to 6 points the other way. How do you rebound from here?
Yeah, a little bit of humor. Got to laugh that one off, and not the ha-ha, that was very funny, but kind of like, can you believe that just happened? Let's go out and play now. Let's just start over.
A good start to the drive. Here's that's caught out on the left side. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. Well, no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets. They don't do any of that. They just go back out the next drive and act like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here.
Prescott looks to throw on first. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. And the offensive unit now for the Jaguars.
And last night we were discussing some of the changes they've made offensively during the offseason. And we know it helps for them to have the first game at home. Hopefully this crowd, which we saw coming in, they've been here for a while, ready to go. You and I should have joined the tailgates, that's for sure. They're going to give them plenty of encouragement. They'll try and ride that wave and get their first victory of the year.
And the big meat on the D-line. We'll see how they do today.
And I'd hate to be an offensive lineman having to deal with these guys. They come in hungry, mean, and confident. They think that no one can block them.
Now Prescott. Screenplay, Johnson. Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know you've got a baseball background, right?
A little bit. Started minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
Tells you whether it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen give when they're getting ready to run a screen pass? And if those get red, well, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain. Deciphered it and finished the play off.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Well, Lane opens up that time as he'll be brought down just short of a first after a gain of about 9. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Off the bootleg, Merritt. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Well, they opted not to run it. They completed the pass on 3rd and 2, but they lost yardage to bring up 4th.
But give credit to the guys on the other side of the ball. They snuffed out the play. But it does bring into question, 1, the play call, because they didn't run the ball there. They could have run it. And 2, just not getting it. That's got to be deflating for them.
The Bills send the punter out. Back deep for the Jags, D.D. Westbrook. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier. Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Prescott now. Going for the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. The open man is Westbrook. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Now this offense led by D.D. Westbrook trotting back onto the field. With them losing here in the 2nd quarter and his limited productivity so far, you'd have to think they're going to try to look to him a little bit more, right?
I would guess you would start to see maybe some quick screens, some hitches, anything to get the ball in his hands quickly and let him try and do some damage after the catch. Or maybe just flip some formations and keep him isolated where it's more of a one-on-one route and get the ball to him.
I say just 4 verts, right?
Hey, why not? 4 verts. One of the best routes in football. Hard to cover each guy all the way along the route.
So far, just 1 catch for him. And he'll be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 16. On 3rd and 1, here's Prescott. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
And a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air, because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
Well, they've been practicing goal line offense all week. Let's see if they're able to capitalize here. Here's Johnson. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. Second and goal from inside the 5. To Johnson again. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. The Jaguars on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is third and goal. Prescott to throw it. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. D.D. Westbrook there to make the grab as they are now on the board here in the first half. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Point after, up and good. And we are tied at 7. That time a 6-play drive. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And it was his interception on the last drive that wound up leading to a game-tying touchdown.
And somehow you can make this a positive, though. You know why? Game tied now, so you're not protecting a lead, so you're not playing that way. You got to go get the lead again, so maybe it loosens him up a little bit and allows him to go ahead and be a little more free in his play.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Throwing again. Merritt. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. From the gun on third down. Merritt. And he will find his man on the outside.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going. It's so important to tackle well against these guys, but you and I both know that's easier said than done when the guy you're trying to tackle looks like this guy.
And it's usually going to take more than one man to get him down, and it did right there. An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. And the Patriots are out to an early lead there over the Jets. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Looking to throw. Merritt. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll make it second down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert, but right now looking at a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Merritt. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Off play action. Merritt. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
You ready? 57's right. All right, T, let's go. All right, check. Get it. Go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll make it a second down. That first down completion only netted him 3. Second and 7. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun. Merritt. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Bills have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this second quarter. Now the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
From the 30 on second down, Prescott throwing left side here, and it's complete. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. Prescott now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So we've reached halftime here. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do just that. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down. From the gun, Merritt. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. 47 yards on the punt that time, just 1 yard on the return. And it'll be Jaguar football as they take over deep in their own territory. Here comes the Jags offense now. Time for their first possession of half number 2. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second half?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They go to Johnson again. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. 3rd and short yardage. Prescott. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here's Prescott. He completes it to Westbrook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, it's Johnson. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. Good push up front and that run in between the tackles.
Let's play the leverage game here. Offensive line just got lower than the defensive front, and they were able to get their pads on them and move them backwards and create space for their running back to roam.
Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They'll get only a couple down to the 44. They run again with Carson. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. The 20. He's got the tight end, Sternberger. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. So they did not bring pressure, and turns out probably a bad idea.
Yeah, he had time to stand in the pocket and deliver a strike. So I'm wondering if they're going to note that, and next time just go ahead and bring that pressure.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now Johnson. He fights forward for a couple with a penalty flag down. And the linemen, they're already walking back. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And he's going to be stopped here for no gain. And that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd quarter play. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. Throwing on second and long. Prescott. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved. So that'll back him up 5. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, third and long. Prescott off play action. And that is incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, fourth quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there, hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37. The Bills on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Merritt. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. Taking it about the 16. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas,
yeah, a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield and giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. A throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook, and it's 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing, Prescott. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson.
Personal foul, face mask. Defense.
Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. Making the catch is Sternberger. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. And again, it's Prescott. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. On 1st and 10, Prescott. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On the ground, this is Johnson. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. He's back to throw. Now he's got it. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you're wanting to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide.
Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. D.D. Westbrook. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, could come back at you a long way.
They get one more as the extra point's up and good. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
So the Bills now down 17-14. And time, a huge factor. This is only week 1 of the season, folks. Get strapped in as they come up here 1st and 10. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll look to throw. Obviously a big first down right there.
Yeah, they still got to hustle. They got to get up to the line of scrimmage and get set. But I don't think necessarily you need to spike it, but they've got to continue to move quickly.
It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Back to throw. And a quick throw here. That's complete. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. He'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, Merritt. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And defensively, that might just seal a Week 1 victory. Well, certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on fourth.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. Down to a knee for the Jags. Victory seemingly in hand. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in Week 1. And the Jaguars send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. He's going to field this at the 4. So this will be a win for Jacksonville. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is Week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for the Jags, it wasn't always pretty, but they do eke out the Week 1 victory here by a field goal. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Oakland Raiders. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank